Alrighty, here we are with the new head baseball coach at Campbell County High School, Chris Mays. Chris, first of all, I want to welcome you back to Campbell County. Now, what made you decide to leave Lenore City? And that was a pretty decent program. You were building a good little program down there. But what made you decide to come back to Campbell County?
Well, I think first of all, I was when I left here the first time. I was always comfortable here. I liked it here.
Yeah.
I kind of view it as my adopted hometown. I mean, I grew up in Knoxville, and I spent 7 years up here before, and I just don't think I ever got it out of my blood when I was up here and I left, and I always missed it. And when I had the opportunity to come back, I just kind of jumped on the chance.
There you go. So, of course, now you live in Halls.
Yes, sir.
But you taught up here all that time. So you just kind of adopted Campbell County as your second home, I guess.
Yeah. We still live in Halls, and that's basically because of we got small children at home,
right.
And all our parents are right there close together.
Right.
So that kind of helps with when we need somebody to take care of them. Nobody's 30, 40, 45 minutes away. They're all right there.
You don't have to drive all the way back down there to take them.
Yeah.
They're just right there.
So we're all close together.
Yeah. Well, now, Coach, getting into this season here, you come in with a new staff, but you keep Brian Miracle on the staff.
Yep.
But talk about the other guys that you're bringing in.
Well, we got, of course, Brian, and he does a great job. Of course, he's my eyes and ears for fundraising. He helps a lot with that. He's going to be working with our outfielders and helping a little bit with the offense too. And Brian played for me up here when I was up here before, and so I know Brian very well, and he's a good guy and does a good job with the boys. And the boys know him, and so I was happy that he wanted to stay. And so and then we got Chris Armstrong, who I didn't know except by word of mouth until
I've heard he's a very good pitching coach.
He is. Chris, he's going to handle all the pitching stuff, all the catching stuff, and he's so far this fall he's done a great job getting them prepared, and he's a young guy, and I think the players take to that really well. Chris played at Carson Newman, and he actually played high school ball where I used to coach at Gibbs, and so Coach Davis gave a high recommendation of him.
Yeah.
So we've become very close as coaching staff. We're all three of us are very close, but it's I think the three of us are pretty much like brothers, so that helps.
Yeah.
A lot. So.
Oh yeah, and it helps you guys communicate much better.
It does.
I mean, if you get mad at one of your coaches, they're not going to take it real personal and throw their hat down and walk off the field or anything.
No, we all understand what we're trying to do, and that all of us being on the same page helps things. I've worked on staffs before at other places where we weren't all on the same page, and
yes,
that makes it kind of tough, when you got good people that you can trust. I'm not afraid to send a group of guys with them and say do this, and I don't have to worry about things getting done.
Right.
That's a load off my mind. So.
Well, now, Coach, would you say this year is going to be a rebuilding year for Campbell County baseball?
I think we're, for the most part, we're very inexperienced. We've got, look at the board there, we've got 5 seniors, and only 4 of them have really played a whole lot. We got a lot of guys that have played a little bit of varsity and a lot of JV, and now we're going to have guys stepping in that are going to have to play varsity all the time.
Right. And you're going to lean on those guys.
Yeah.
Sure.
And of course, we've got 6 juniors, but they've split time between JV and varsity, a lot of them. And now
so they pretty much got a lot of playing time last year, the juniors did.
Yeah, they did. And when I faced them last year, they played pretty decent.
They did.
So,
they
I'm looking for good things from them. The younger guys are the ones I'm unsure about right now. because they don't really have any experience.
Yeah.
But
so how many freshmen would you have coming in this year?
we've got 5 freshmen all together. A couple of them, I think 3 of them played for our middle school team.
Yeah.
4 of them maybe in the past. And, but you know, middle school's a different animal than high school.
Oh yeah, it sure is.
So we'll have to learn on the run. I mean, being able to practice the varsity and JV together is going to help. And you know, we're playing. We've got probably 15 to 20 JV games scheduled. Hopefully, we'll get to play all of them. And putting a big emphasis on JV. You know,
Right.
a lot of people don't, but I think it's going to help us in the long run. So.
Well, now, Coach, is there anything different you're going to do to maybe build up the programs below you that the other coaches maybe haven't done?
Well, something I've thought about for next year is to try to get with the Little League coaches and
Yeah.
have like a coaching clinic one night a week.
There you go.
To try to get them to promote doing what we do here at the high school.
Right.
And I'm thinking about getting the word out starting next September and having one night a week. You know, nothing's set in stone yet, but something I've been talking about, and getting the guys that coach Little League to come up here, and we spend one night a week. One night we'll talk about infield play, and another night we'll talk about pitching and catching, and another night outfield, and another night hitting, and just do like a 5 or 6 session series. And
You know, that would help our Little League program.
I think it would if we get the Little League programs in town to try to teach what we're teaching up here.
Right.
It's not as big as a culture shock when they get to high school baseball
Right.
as it has been in the past, and you know, that's something that we've struggled with in the past.
Okay, now, Coach, I mean, I know you probably don't know, but what's your expectations this year for this team?
Well, honestly, hadn't really sat down and talked to them about that yet because we're so new with everything.
Yeah.
You know, I expect to compete every game.
Right.
Okay, and if I can think right now, I'm trying to build confidence in them that they can compete.
Yeah.
And a lot of this game is mental, and the mental side of baseball can eat away at you.
95% mental.
Yeah, if you let it get up here, it'll tear you up.
Yeah.
And they've got to understand that there's going to be highs and lows, and baseball you play every day, and you don't have a week to think about it,
Right.
and you've got to try to keep an even keel, even mindset. So
Yeah.
I expect us to compete, and I also expect us to take care of business in the non-district games.
Yeah.
We've got some games on the schedule that we should win
Right.
if we do the things that we're supposed to take care of.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to build into them now.
Okay. Now, I was going to ask you too. Now, you know, last year you guys had the Cougar cards and all this. Will you guys be offering those as well this year?
Yeah, we're gonna. That fundraiser starts February 16th. Actually, we're gonna have a discount card through a place called Premier Athletics. Josh Liner's the fundraising guy, and our high school and middle school team's gonna be selling them together, and they're $20 a card. Got a lot of good discounts for restaurants and things like that. Yeah, and they really help us on the fundraising side.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't understand what it costs to run a baseball program, and we need to at least raise at least $6,000-7,000.
Yeah. Well, now talk a little. You know, you talked about fundraisers and stuff. Talk about how important it is for you guys, your kids, I should say, these kids from right here, to get the support of the viewers out here in Campbell County.
Well, support means everything to them.
Right.
I mean, it's no fun to come to the ballpark and nobody be there.
Right.
I mean, you want to perform in front of somebody, compete
right.
in front of somebody, and the more help that the community gives us, the better off our kids are going to be. I mean,
Yeah.
you look at high school teams across the nation. I mean, some of them are well supported and some of them are not, and the ones that are more supported are usually more successful.
Right.
So,
And yeah, I was going to say that. You know, you can tell the difference between a team that gets the support and a team that doesn't get the support. And the moms and dads, aunts and uncles, everybody comes. The fans come out to see them.
no, it's important to
Your
them.
mom.
Very important to them.
Okay. Now, Coach, when does your season start?
First game's March the 9th at Gibbs, and then we play the 10th at home against Gibbs.
Okay.
And then that first week we play in a tournament at Clinton on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
You get to go down and see your old buddy,
Yeah.
Brad Collette.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think there's a day go by where we don't talk.
He's a good guy, and we certainly miss him. But we are so glad to have you with us.
Thank you.
And you know, of course, we're going to be putting our games live on the network this year. So, Coach, we wish you nothing but the best, and we thank you for your time.
Well, thank you, and we're looking forward to getting things started.
All righty. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.